Sometimes kindness comes from the most unexpected places. Sometimes a stranger knows exactly what you need. And sometimes, 20 years later, you finally understand why. This is about a waitress, a rude customer, and a stranger who changed everything with $500 and a note. If you've ever struggled, ever felt invisible, ever wondered if things would get better, this story is for you. Sarah Mitchell was a single mother, 28 years old, working double shifts at a small diner. Her son, Tommy, was 7. Smart kid. Loved books. Wanted to be a scientist. But science camps cost money. College would cost more. Money Sarah didn't have. She worked breakfast and dinner shifts. Sometimes lunch too. Her feet ached. Her back hurt. But she smiled at every customer. Because tips paid the rent. Tips bought groceries. Tips were everything. It was a Tuesday evening. Slow night. Just a few tables. Then he walked in. Expensive suit. Bluetooth earpiece. Talking loudly on his phone. He snapped his fingers at Sarah. Didn't look up. Just pointed at a table. She brought him water. He waved her away mid-sentence. Still on his phone. When she came back to take his order, he didn't acknowledge her. Just kept talking. Pointed at the menu without looking. Sarah waited. Smiled. Patient. He finally lowered the phone. I'll have the steak. Medium rare. And if you mess it up, I'm not paying. No, please. No, thank you. Just demands. Sarah brought the steak. Cooked perfectly. She checked twice. He cut into it. Took one bite. Made a face. This is medium. I said medium rare. Are you deaf? Sarah's heart sank. Sir, I can have the chef. I don't want excuses. I want competence. Which apparently is too much to ask here. Other customers looked over. Sarah felt her face burning. I'm so sorry, sir. Let me get you. Forget it. Just bring me the check. And I'm not tipping. Learn to do your job. Sarah walked to the back. Hand over her mouth. Trying not to cry. She'd done everything right. The steak was medium rare. He was just mean. Her manager saw her. You okay? Yeah. I'm fine. She wasn't. But she couldn't afford to fall apart. She brought the check. The man threw cash on the table. Exact amount. No tip. He left without another word. Sarah cleared the table. Wiped her eyes. Tried to shake it off. Then she noticed something. In the corner booth. A man had been sitting there the whole time. Quiet. Reading a newspaper. Drinking coffee. He was watching her. The man stood up. Walked to the counter. Left money for his coffee. Then he walked over to Sarah. Excuse me, miss. She turned. Forced a smile. Yes, sir? Did you need anything? He looked at her. Really looked at her. Kind eyes. Weathered face. Maybe 60. I saw what happened. With that customer. Sarah's smile faded. Oh. It's okay. I'm used to. You handled it with grace. A lot of people would have snapped. You didn't. She didn't know what to say. The man reached into his jacket. Pulled out his wallet. He took out 5 $100 bills. Placed them on the counter. Sarah stared. Sir, I can't. Yes, you can. Take it. But, why? I didn't even serve you much. Just coffee. The man smiled. Sad. Knowing. Because 20 years ago, I was you. Single parent. Working 2 jobs. Barely surviving. Wondering how I'd pay for my daughter's future. He slid the money toward her. And one night, a stranger left me a tip that changed my life. Not just the money. The note. The reminder that I mattered. That someone saw me. Sarah's eyes filled with tears. The man pulled out a napkin. Wrote something on it. Placed it with the money. One day, you'll be in a position to help someone else. When that day comes, remember this moment. And pass it forward. He turned to leave. Wait, Sarah called. "What's your name?" He paused at the door. Looked back. "It doesn't matter. I'm just someone who was helped once. Now I help others." "Your son," Sarah said, fighting tears. "What does he want to be?" The man's eyes went distant. "She. My daughter. She wanted to be a doctor." Wanted. Past tense. "She made it," he said quietly. "Full scholarship. Medical school. She's a pediatrician now. Helps kids who can't afford treatment." He smiled. "It gets better. I promise." And then he was gone. Sarah looked at the napkin. Through blurry tears, she read, "For your son's future. You're doing an amazing job. He's lucky to have you. And one day, when you're in a position to help someone struggling like you are now, remember this feeling. And pass it forward. Someone who understands." Sarah sat down. Let herself cry. But this time, not from pain. From hope. Years passed. Sarah saved that money. Put it toward Tommy's education fund. She kept working. Kept struggling. But kept going. Tommy got into a good high school. Then college. Then graduate school. He became a teacher. Taught science to kids in underprivileged schools. Because someone believed in Mom when no one else did, he told people. Now I believe in kids nobody else believes in. 20 years later, Sarah owned the diner. Bought it from her old boss who retired. She was doing okay. Not rich. But stable. Comfortable. One evening, she saw her. A young waitress. Maybe 25. Working a double shift. Exhausted. Trying so hard. A customer was rude to her. Complained about nothing. Left no tip. Sarah watched the waitress fight back tears. Saw her walk to the back. Trying to hold it together. Sarah knew that look. She'd worn it herself. Sarah walked over after the rude customer left. "Hey, you okay?" The waitress nodded. "Yeah, I'm fine." She wasn't. "What's your name?" "Jessica." "Jessica, you did nothing wrong. Some people are just mean. It's not about you." Jessica tried to smile. "I know. It's just. I'm trying to save for my daughter's preschool. Every tip matters." Sarah's heart broke. And remembered. She went to the register. Took out $500. Cash. Walked back to Jessica. "Here." Jessica stared. "What? No, I can't." "Yes, you can. Someone did this for me 20 years ago. When I needed it most. Now it's my turn." Jessica started crying. "I don't understand." Sarah wrote on a napkin. The same words. The same message. "One day, you'll be able to help someone else. When that day comes, pass it forward." Jessica's daughter did go to preschool. Then elementary school. Then high school. She became a social worker. Helps families in crisis. "Because a stranger helped my mom when we had nothing," she says. "Now I help families nobody else sees." The chain continues. One act of kindness. Multiplying. Generation after generation. Sarah still owns the diner. She's 70 now. She's given away that $500 17 times over the years. To struggling parents. To students. To people who needed hope more than money. She never asks for thanks. Never wants recognition. "Someone helped me once," she tells people. "Now I help others." That's how it works. She never learned the name of the man who helped her. But she thinks about him every day. And somewhere, 17 other people do too. Moral. Kindness multiplies. One act of generosity doesn't just help one person. It creates a chain that can last generations. When someone helps you in your darkest moment, you never forget. And when you're finally in a position to help someone else, you remember that feeling and pass it forward. The stranger who helps you might never know the impact they made. But that impact ripples forward, touching lives decades later. Be the stranger who changes someone's life. Then watch that kindness multiply far beyond what you could imagine.